So it's my honey boba. Boba on point. Alright, let's do this. After a chew. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a product review on the Dr. Scholl's DreamWalk collection that's made specifically for women. And I know it's already the holiday season. I don't even know where this year has gone. It's already December and it's already the end of December. And I know that all of you are going to be celebrating the holidays, and no matter what you are celebrating, no matter where you're going, if you're going to a party, you're going to spend it with family, or you're going on vacation, or you're going somewhere with your loved ones. No matter what it is that you're going to do this coming holiday season, chances are you're going to be either standing a lot or walking a lot or meeting a lot of people, which requires a lot of standing. And chances are you're going to put a lot of pressure and a lot of strain on your feet. And so I have a few of my favorites here to share with you from the collection from Dr. Scholl's that will surely give you comfort no matter what kind of shoes you're wearing throughout the holidays and also throughout the year. And if you stay tuned and watch the whole entire video, I will probably be giving away a few of my favorites. And so stay tuned and let's get started. So the very first one is the 16-hour insoles, and this one says to provide non-stop comfort for a full 16 hours. And this is probably my most used out of all of the ones that I'm about to share with you in this video today, and definitely my all-time favorite if I were just to choose one. And I actually tested this out at Disneyland one day, probably multiple days now because I've been wearing it so much, but I have a pair of boots that are just like so uncomfortable, and I've broken them in. I've had them since I want to say 2012, and even with it being broken in, it was still uncomfortable. And when I put this on, let me tell you, I was so comfortable all day at Disneyland. I was there probably since like noontime until closing time, which is like 10 o'clock-ish. With these on, I did not feel any pressure or any pain on the balls of my feet at all, and it felt like I was wearing my Nike Rochers, which are the shoes that I normally wear when I have long days at Disneyland. And so I definitely love this, and I've definitely been using this on pretty much like every shoe. I do prefer using this with shoes where I use socks with. So this is just what the insole looks like, and it has this kind of like a gel slash silicone kind of material where it just absorbs the shock, and I love how comfortable it is, and it just like molds to your feet very, very well. And these are definitely good for those long days where you know you're going to be standing a lot or you're going to be walking around a lot. And so if you're going to be traveling and that's all you're going to be doing with your loved ones and your family, then these are going to be your lifesavers. And another thing that I love about insoles like these is that you can just like slip them on and off and put them in any kind of shoe without any problem. So the next one is this Fresh and Cool insoles, and let me just share with you what this one looks like. It looks a little bit similar to the 16-hour insoles, however, it just has a different kind of fabric, and the bottom is also different. It's not as cushiony as the 16-hour insoles, but it has these like cutouts that's meant to help with air circulation so that your shoes are kept like fresh and cool. Hence the name, Fresh and Cool. So the Fresh and Cool insoles promises to help feet feel cool and dry all day, and I actually have been using this with a lot of my shoes that don't require socks, so flats or even Toms, or sometimes I use them with sneakers as well if I decide not to wear socks that day. So just like the 16-hour insoles, these ones slip on and off of any shoe without damaging the shoe itself. One of the things that I love about these insoles in particular is that it helps to fill in that extra room that I have with my flats or with my Toms. Usually with closed-toed shoes, once you break them in, they start to stretch a little bit. And so sometimes, especially with shoes where you don't wear socks in, they just don't feel as snug as the first time that you wore them. And so I love that these help to to fill in that little gap so that it helps make it a little bit more snug and easier to walk in. I don't know if it's just me, but every time I wear shoes and I don't wear socks with them, I tend to sweat a lot. And so I was really excited to test this one out, and it doesn't help stop the sweating throughout the day, but it does help to absorb all of that sweat. It has this moisture absorbing breathable cloth, and then it also has cutouts in the back that help with air circulation. And I know you're gonna think I'm really weird for smelling this, but I don't smell any hint of sweat on this insole, and that is actually really amazing, because when I don't wear these on my flats or my Toms, they start to smell really bad. And I know that's kind of weird to say, but I just wanted to prove myself right that, you know, these really do work. I don't particularly like this over the 16-hour insoles. I still think that those provide me with more comfort. This one is a little bit more stiff. But for the use of keeping my shoes and my feet fresh and dry all throughout the day, this is definitely a win. So the next one that I want to share with you are the high heel insoles, and these are clinically proven to help prevent foot pain, and I am so in love with these. I want to say these are, in my description, the 16-hour insoles in heel form. And these insoles will make any of your highest heels bearable to wear. And I'm not just saying that because it's what the packaging says, but I do not like to wear heels. I try to avoid wearing them as much as I can. I wore this to a wedding, and usually I will complain about my heels after like an hour, but I survived with these on. Usually for me, I will try my best to make my outfit fit my Jeffrey Campbellitas, but chances are not all of my outfits are going to fit with the shoes, and so sometimes I have to resort to the shoes that are very uncomfortable. And one of the first things that I noticed about this insole in particular is that they come in this like nudie pinky beige color, and it's a solid color, which means that it's very elegant and it's very classic, and you can use this with essentially any kind of heel. So these insoles are not like the ones that I just showed you, because these ones have a sticky back to it, which I think is pretty essential for heels, just because you don't want it to slide on and off while you're walking, especially because it does sit on an angle. And so I do like the sticker part of it, because it's not that sticky to where it actually damages the shoe. Like some of the insoles that I've worn before, actually like over time, it like the sticky part like transferred over to my shoe, and I couldn't even wear it anymore without the insole, and so I had to keep replacing the insoles over time, and so it was just a disaster. I don't know how to describe it, but it's sticky, but it's not like a sticker or like some sort of tape. So the insole is much thicker in the middle part, which is where it follows the curve of my feet, and it helps to take the pressure off of the balls of my feet and keep my feet from sliding up and down. And I also love the fabric that it comes with on top, just because it gives it a little bit of texture so that it keeps my feet from sliding up and down, and at the same time it keeps my feet dry throughout the day. So the next one that I want to share with you are these heel liners, and I know in the photo it only shows high-heeled shoes, but you can actually wear them on any kind of shoe that you want. So the heel liners are these clear gel or silicone type material that actually helps with the friction against your skin. And OMG, these are such lifesavers, and I love these, and I'm probably going to buy a ton of these just because I have a lot of shoes that give me blisters. And so if you have shoes that you know you're going to be walking in them all day or standing in them all day, and you know that they're going to give you blisters at the end of the day, then these are for you. So these heel liners actually do have a sticky back as well, which helps to prevent it from moving around your shoe when you're walking in them or standing in them all day. But compared to the heel insoles, these ones are much stickier. So the last one is the ball of foot cushions, and these are engineered to help prevent ball of foot pain. green, and these are just what it looks like. And so I feel like you've seen a lot of these in the market today, and I've definitely used some of these that are not from Dr. Scholl's in the past, and they were okay for like the first like 5 uses, and then after the 5 uses they just fell apart on me. And these ones also have the sticky back that's similar to the heel insoles, which means that you can use this and reuse them on any type of heel that you want. And these ones actually go on the tip of your shoe, so the end of your shoe where your toes go. And these cushions have these like gel squiggly lines right here that's kind of similar to the Fresh and Cool insoles, and those are the ones that help to absorb the shock when you're walking in your heels, and that's what relieves the pressure off of the balls of your feet. And I also like that these cushions have these like mini balls around the surface of the cushion itself, just so that it helps with the texture and keeps your feet from like falling towards, you know, the end of your shoe. So that's definitely a plus for me, because I've tried similar ones from Aldo before, and with this type of material it didn't have like that textured feeling, and so my feet just kept slipping like forward, and I didn't like that at all. It didn't really give me the cushioning that I wanted, and it defeated the purpose anyway. So that is it for my thoughts on the Dr. Scholl's DreamWalk collection, and I hope that you liked my favorites and hope to check them out at your local CVS or Walgreens or Target or any other place that sells Dr. Scholl's. And now we're down to the giveaway. So I will be giving away my top 2 picks from the ones that I mentioned in this video today. So 5 lucky winners will be winning the 16-hour insoles, which is my absolute favorite, like I mentioned. And you will also win the high heel insoles, which is essentially the 16-hour version for heels. And so I will give this away to 5 lucky winners, and I'm sorry this is only going to be open to the US, but stay tuned for an international giveaway, which I will be holding soon enough. And I'm just trying to collect everything and just trying to wait for all of my purchases to come in the mail. So all the rules and regulations will be down in the description box below, so make sure to read them carefully. And the giveaway will be open for 1 week. And so I hope that you all have a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you again soon. Bye! I need my boba break. Honey boba is like the best boba ever.